Hello everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about Battlefield 6 and Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Now, obviously, if you aren't living under a rock, or if you are, I guess, my bad, Battlefield 6 and Black Ops 7 are coming out later this year. I know, Black Ops 7 is starting to become a little bit Fast and Furious-like, you know? And I love the Black Ops series, but for the love of God, I think they either should drop the numbers part after this Black Ops game or just drop Black Ops in general. Because I swear to God, if we get Black Ops 8 in 2 years from now, I think it's going to reach a point where it's just too much, you know? And like, I heard this rumor about fucking Resident Evil where they're going to be dropping the numbers after Resident Evil 9. I'm like, you know what, good idea, right? Or something, right? But anyways, Battlefield 6, Black Ops 7. A rivalry between Call of Duty and Battlefield that has existed for quite a while. And by the way, we'll mention again, if the audio sounds a bit different in this video, I'm once again recording outside. I'm literally on lunch at work right now, and I'm outside. I'm like, you know, I have free time. I'm going to record a video while I have time, because I have not had time to record a video. I've been working a lot, and I apologize. Content has been very slow lately. I haven't had time to stream because I'm getting a new headset, because the one I got was honestly a temporary one, and it's a little dookie, to be honest. So I'm sorry about the lack of content. I really am. My time has been taken up by work and just my social life in general. So I will try my best to get some videos out within the next 2 days or so, because I finally have some time off, you know. So once again, anyways, back to the main topic. Battlefield 6 has its beta earlier this week, which was fucking incredible, by the way. The point of this video, we're going to be talking about both games, really, my thoughts on them. Black Ops 7 just also revealed some gameplay. Speech. Honestly, the trailer that dropped didn't really include much gameplay. It just showed a bunch of cinematics and shit. Or whatever. I mean, it was cool, I guess. The multiplayer has not been revealed yet, but we'll get into that later on. But we're going to be discussing both games, the rivalry, and honestly, the hype between either game, and honestly, which one I think will do better, or which one I like more, in my opinion. Now, let's talk about Battlefield first. Now, with Battlefield, the last time we had this rivalry between Call of Duty and Battlefield was a couple years ago with Call of Duty Vanguard and Battlefield 2042. Now, if you remember, Battlefield 2042 was not a good game at launch, actually. It was really bad at launch. In fact, it was horrible. I played it within the first week, and I probably honestly just uninstalled it like 2 weeks or 3 weeks later after I got it. And like, it just was not good at first. Vanguard was another game I got because I was stupid. I'm like, oh my god, it shows multiple fronts of World War II because I love history. And I'm like, oh my god, it shows multiple fronts. I need it, right? I got it, and it's an abomination of World War II. That's what it is. Terrible game. And like, it's just, I don't know. Vanguard's a terrible game, and 2042 was not good at first. 2042 got better, but overall, it was not good at launch. And some people just gave up on the game instantly and didn't expect it to get better, which again, it's a much better game now. But I don't know how it launched the way it did, because it was just not good. It had so many bugs, glitches, graphic issues. For some reason, you could be playing on the next gen console, and it would for some reason have freaking PS2 textures for some reason. I don't know why. And I don't know how it launched in the state it did, but it did, and it was not good. And then the time previous before that was Infinite Warfare versus Battlefield 1. Now, Battlefield 1 was heavily favored by people because they were like, oh, I don't like the futuristic Call of Duties anymore. Meh. Which is, you know, the Infinite Warfare trailer was heavily hated. And if you watch my channel, you know my feelings on Infinite Warfare. It's one of my favorite Call of Duty games. I love it so much. I cherish it. And I will always think it's a great and underrated game. I still think Battlefield 1, though, Battlefield 1 was a great game, too. So if we look back on that rivalry, a lot of people were obviously siding with Battlefield that time. But, yeah, I mean, Infinite Warfare is an underrated game. But now, obviously, again, we're getting Black Ops 7. Black Ops 7, dude. As I said, they should honestly either drop the numbers or, I don't know. And I think the Black Ops series has gone on a little too long. And I'm sorry if you hear random shit outside. Obviously, again, I'm outside just to remind you guys. But I don't know. But Battlefield 6, let's get back to Battlefield 6. I'm obviously playing the beta and the gameplay. I'm telling you, I love this game by the beta, okay? And I get it, it's just a beta. It could generally be dookie at launch. And I don't believe that. Just by playing it, I just know this game. EA is actually listening to their player base, because they fixed a lot of the issues that Battlefield 2042 had. with the operator type thing they were trying to do. Nobody liked that. In fact, everyone hated it because they were trying to chase the Call of Duty trend with Call of Duty having operators. Now, granted, and like, I just want the classic class system. I don't like the operators that they tried doing in Battlefield 2042, and I'm really glad they dropped it because it just was not going to work with Battlefield. This game is honestly a lot more grounded. I mean, obviously it's not futuristic like 42. But this game feels great. It plays well. The beta played well. I didn't have any issues really, other than occasional lag on my end, but that's just because I have Doogie Wi-Fi. But point being, I didn't experience any issues in the beta. So the beta is, from my experience, relatively perfect. I just got to hope the game launches that way. And I honestly am confident after playing the beta, it probably will. It may not launch 100% perfect. Sure, there'll be a few bugs here and there, of course, because that's just how games launch nowadays, you know. But I think Battlefield 6 put an impression on me, almost, with this beta, that it's going to be a great game. And also, if you've seen the campaign trailer, that shit looks phenomenal. I'm glad they're bringing back a campaign, because I was really disappointed that they said they're going to cut out the campaign of 2042, which in my opinion was really stupid. Because I like campaigns, okay? I know some people in comment sections and stuff will say, no one cares about campaigns and first-person shooters anymore. It's all about multiplayer. Sorry, there's crows out here. They're hovering me. But like some people will say, oh, well, no one cares about campaigns anymore. And like only some people think that. You know, I like playing the campaign in games, okay? God damn, I'm so sorry about the crows. They're around. I like playing campaigns. I like playing Call of Duty campaigns. I like playing Halo campaigns. I like playing any game that has a campaign. If I buy a game, I'm going to play the story mode. That's usually the first thing I do. So for an example, whenever I get a Call of Duty game, the crows, they want to steal my credit card information. You can't have it. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, my bad. Anytime I play a new Call of Duty game, the first thing I do is play the campaign. It's a way to get me a feel for the game because I don't want to rush into multiplayer. I don't usually do that, except for Black Ops 4. Black Ops 4 forces you to do that, but with Black Ops 6, I played the campaign at least a little. I never finished it. But point being, I like the campaign. I like playing campaigns, and I'm glad Battlefield 6 is going to have campaigns back. But back to the multiplayer. This game's multiplayer feels really well. I love the gun combat. I love the vehicle combat. The maps are honestly solid. Some people complain about them like they're designed like Call of Duty maps almost, or some of them are too small. Obviously, there will be bigger and more open maps, but I like these chaotic, sort of closer quarters maps to where they're a bit more tight and a lot more action, right? And I think that's really cool. I like the maps. Honestly, though, so far, I truly think this game is going to be great. There's obviously a lot of split between people either supporting Black Ops 7 or Call of Duty, or not Call of Duty, Battlefield 6. And obviously, I saw this one comment saying like, oh, well, Call of Duty will always outsell Battlefield, so it'll be better. Like, this is a fact, okay, it's unfortunate. Call of Duty will always sell a shit ton of money because people always buy it, all right? Even if the last few Call of Duty games have been shit, which in my opinion, they have been shit. I'm sorry, the crows are back. In my opinion, okay, this is just my opinion. You can chase me down with a pitchfork if you want. But I think the last like 4 or 5 Call of Duty games have not been good. All right, they have not really been good at all. Okay, after Modern Warfare 2019, which Modern Warfare 2019, great game, and Black Ops Cold War is not a terrible game either. Honestly, I cut them a lot of slack because they had to launch that game with COVID and shit. You know, it wasn't really fair to Treyarch and all the developers having to make that game. Because honestly, I feel like if Cold War was made during normal circumstances, it probably would have been a way better game. Now, I'm not saying Cold War is a terrible game, but again, if you think about the circumstances, it's almost unfair to them. But after that, we had Vanguard. Vanguard, in my opinion, is the worst Call of Duty game. Some people say Infinite Warfare is the worst or Ghost is the worst. No. Have you played Vanguard? Do you know anything about it? It is arguably, no, easily, in my opinion, the worst Call of Duty game ever. It's even worse than copy and paste Modern Warfare 3. And then there was Modern Warfare 2, which was a downgrade from Modern Warfare 2019, but wasn't horrible. And then there was copy and paste Modern Warfare 3, which was a big downgrade from Modern Warfare 2, in my opinion. And then there was Black Ops 6. And that's where we are now. I honestly, like, none of those games, in my opinion, are a 10 out of 10. Like, over the last few Call of Duty games, none of them, in my opinion, are even close to a 10 out of 10. I think the most solid one is maybe Cold War and Modern Warfare 2. After that, because, again, Vanguard, horrible. Modern Warfare 3, in my opinion, is just a cheap copy and paste game with just, it's a cheap DLC You know, it's a cheap copy. Okay, that's all it is. And like, I don't know, man. We just got Black Ops 6, and now you're telling me we're getting Black Ops 7. I really hope at some point they just decide to drop in some new IPs or a new series of Call of Duty, because honestly, for the last 5 years, it has literally been nothing but Modern Warfare and then Black Ops, and then Modern Warfare and then Black Ops, and then Black Ops, back to back after Modern Warfare back to back. In my opinion, that's just really lazy. Now, I know we had Vanguard, and that's the only non-Black Ops game or Modern Warfare game we've got over like the past 5 years, and Vanguard was horrible. It's, in my opinion, it's just absurd. I think they just need to drop something new. They need to get some new storylines in here. Honestly, I would take a Ghost. I would take a Call of Duty Ghost 2. I would take an Infinite Warfare 2. I would take an Advanced Warfare 2. For the love of God, just let Black Ops rest, I think, because it's just getting to the point. Again, drop the numbers or drop the series, to be honest. Because Black Ops 7, I mean, I'm seeing a lot of people say like it's become like Fast and Furious. There's just so many, and the quality is getting worse and worse. And you know what? I agree with that. The quality is indeed getting worse and worse with each Call of Duty. I think that's just true. In my opinion, the quality since Modern Warfare 2019 has just only gone down. Now again, Cold War cut them some slack because they had to develop that game during COVID. Modern Warfare 2 was not horrible, but it wasn't fantastic either. Modern Warfare 3 is a cheap copy and paste, and Black Ops 6... Oh, and Vanguard. Vanguard's horrible. Did I already mention Vanguard? Vanguard's awful. And then Black Ops 6 is just... I don't know. I liked Black Ops 6 at first, but I mean, if you know anything about the Call of Duty player base, Black Ops 6 lost a huge, fat chunk of its player base by like February or March. And I've seen a lot of people like, oh, well, Battlefield will be dead within 2 months. Like, okay, so will Call of Duty, because Call of Duty, at least recently, Call of Duty has always seen, and this wasn't really a thing back then, long ago. People used to play the entire Call of Duty game for almost the entire year, right? Black Ops 6 saw a huge player base drop by like the springtime, and it lost its players way faster than copy and paste Modern Warfare 3 did. So I'm telling you, if that trend follows, it's probably going to hit Black Ops 7, and Black Ops 7 is going to lose a majority of its player base by the spring of next year. So I love it when people say, oh, Battlefield will be dead in 2 months. Like, yeah, so will your COD. I just don't understand how people still glaze Call of Duty anymore. And I'm a huge Call of Duty fan myself, okay? I am a huge fan of the older games and some of the newer games. I mean, I tolerate some of them. It depends on which game. I like Modern Warfare 2019. I tolerate Modern Warfare 2. Black Ops Cold War is, again, a good game. Black Ops 6 was good at first, but it just got worse. I don't like the collab skins they do. American Dad, Beavis and Butthead, the Ninja Turtles. None of that shit fits Call of Duty. All right, and I'm glad Battlefield has openly said we're not going to do that. And I'm really glad they're doing that, because honestly, it just looks ridiculous in-game. It looks stupid in-game. Looking at Stan Smith and Roger from fucking American Dad and Beavis and Butthead and shit, seeing all those characters, they just don't look good in-game, right? Especially with Call of Duty with its more realistic-looking graphics. Putting a cartoon skin in a game with realistic graphics, in my opinion, just looks stupid. And you look at Fortnite, that does that kind of shit all the time, except Fortnite doesn't have realistic graphics now, does it? They can have Peter Griffin and Bob from fucking Bob's Burgers and Hank Hill and shit, right? And they don't look completely out of place, at least. But if you add that shit in Call of Duty, it looks out of place 100%. I think they need to drop the collab skins, or at least add ones that fit the goddamn game. Because when you look at Black Ops Cold War, they did a lot of good collabs in that game, I think. Like the John McClane and Rambo collab, that was cool. And then for some reason, they did a Terminator collab in Modern Warfare, in Vanguard, which, why wasn't it in freaking Cold War? Like, that's something I gotta say. Like, why wasn't that collab in Cold War? That should have been in Cold War. Why? Honestly, that would have been so cool if they had the Terminator shit in Black Ops Cold War. Sorry, it sounds like there's a lawnmower over there, but that might be a little loud on the record. Again, I'm sorry if my audio sounds a little weird. Oh, it's a truck. My bad. I gotta stop recording for a second. Apologize. Big old semi-truck drove by. I had to stop recording for a second unless you would just hear. That was a terrible attempt to make in the hum of a truck. I'm sorry. That was bad. Anyways, back to the main topic. What were we talking about? I was talking about the collab skins, I think. Yeah. I just don't think they fit. Unfortunately, they make money because people buy them all the time, actually. At least people do. Obviously, why wouldn't they drop these things? Unless they're just generally trying to get people to buy them. Because they're obviously, I just seem like, I think Call of Duty has lost its identity big time. It's more focused on trying to sell skins and bundles, which are overpriced as shit, in my opinion, because they all look stupid. And then, like, have you seen the freaking Vault Edition for Black Ops 7? All those skins look horrible, in my opinion. They don't look good at all. And even the Vault Edition for last year's game did not look good at all. for Black Ops 6. I just think these don't look good. And again, people buy this shit, unfortunately, which I just don't understand how people still defend Call of Duty for the slop it's become. It's like people like, it's like eating prison food. Like, I love my prison food slop. I love eating this shit. It's like people like, I love buying this shitty game that has become a shell of its former self. It's not the same anymore. It's just trying too hard to be something it's not. And Call of Duty is just at a point, in my opinion, where it's just like, it's losing its player base big time, okay? It's obviously still has players. People still play the game. People still buy the game. The game still makes a lot of money, but the game isn't received as well as it used to be, all right? People are more critical on Call of Duty now, which they should be. But Activision's out here, we're like, oh, we're not worried about Battlefield 6 because Call of Duty's too big to fail. And that ego type of shit makes me want them to fail, to be honest. And I want them to learn that the player base, at least the majority of it, does not want to tolerate the slop they've been giving us for the past few years. Unfortunately, though, people who glaze Call of Duty and still like think it's the greatest game on earth or the best shooter there is, which is not anymore. Okay, it hasn't been that way in a long time. They will still buy the Vault edition of the game or the most expensive version of the game, giving Activision more money, making people think they actually like the shit they put out. And it's unfortunate because these people they're a little, I'm not saying everyone, okay, if you like Call of Duty still, that's good, okay? But if you're out here buying the Vault edition and all the special stuff, I mean, again, that you can do you, but man, I mean, like, I don't know why you would. Why would you? And like, what about Black Call of Duty's good anymore, you know? So I gotta have fast reactions when the car drove by, and I don't want you guys to hear the music they're blasting and shit, right? But, sorry, excuse me. Anyways, you look at Black Ops 7, and people are hyped that they're bringing back the original Zombies crew. I just think, in my opinion, that move is a very obvious nostalgia bait, right? Because they know people don't like the new characters that much. And they know people also did not like the generic operators that they had in Black Ops Cold War. They know that people didn't like it. The operators that they had in Black Ops Cold War were boring, and they didn't really do anything for the zombies mode. They were just there, you know? I didn't like... I mean, they know people didn't like them. So I think it's just a desperate move. Also, if you've seen the cinematic, it looks like they're in Kino der Toten. I hope I didn't butcher it. It's pretty easy to say for the most part, but it looks like they're in Kino, one of the most beloved zombies maps there is. And there's also rumors that they might bring back Transit and either keep it the same or make it bigger and better or something, right? And again, bringing back the original characters is super cool, okay? I love those guys. I love the original Zombies crew. But it just seems like a bit of a bait trap to get people to play the game. And once again, some people are literally saying, oh, I'm only going to buy the game for the zombies. Like, you're still contributing to the issue of giving Activision your money. I mean, I'm just saying, if you're on PC or something or Xbox, just use Game Pass, man. Don't give Activision your money if you're only going to play the game for the zombies. And I've seen some people say, oh, well, Black Ops 7 is going to be better than Battlefield 6 just because of the zombies. And I'm just going to say this. If the zombies is the only reason you're buying the game, or the only reason why this game is going to be better, that's not a good thing, okay? If zombies are the only thing carrying the game, that is not a good thing. I'm telling you. I don't think there's anything, and I saw the trailer for Black Ops 7, okay? I think the campaign could be interesting. It's like a co-op, and they're going to have some kind of end game mode that's big and crazy. All of it sounds pretty cool. And I might try the game out when it comes out on Game Pass, because I am not giving Activision my money anymore. I'm not. I mean, like, and am I going to stick with the game? Probably not. Especially with how big the goddamn storage has gone. It's just absurd. I don't know, man. I just think Battlefield 6 is going to be a better game. And that might be a hot take, but I just believe it's probably going to be a better game. And from what I've played, and again, I haven't played Black Ops 7, so I can't fully judge. I could be wrong, okay? Black Ops 7 could be better somehow, but if you look at the current last few Call of Duty games, you notice a pattern. It's just getting worse, and I don't think Black Ops 7 is going to be better. And sure, some people, if you want to like Black Ops 7 and you want to get Black Ops 7 over Battlefield 6, that's totally cool. I've seen some people like, oh, well, no one wants to play a slow game like Battlefield. Like, oh, really? Well, Battlefield 6 had quite a lot of players in the beta, you know? And I saw some people were like, oh, well, the player base dropped. Like, yeah, because the beta wasn't active for a day or two. And then they brought it back after 3 days. They shut it down. They had 2 phases. They had the first phase and the second phase. It was literally offline for like 2 or 3 days. It was back up. And they're like, oh, look at the player base drop. Like, dude, it's because the beta wasn't on anymore at the time. I don't know, man. But Call of Duty, I think, it's going to sell a lot of money no matter what. It might outsell Battlefield 6, but even if it does, it doesn't mean it's a good game, all right? It doesn't mean it's a good game because people buy all the people who still glaze it buy it no matter what. They still buy the Vault Edition, the most expensive version of the game, giving Activision more money and then giving them bigger sales. But overall, that doesn't mean the quality of the game is going to be good at all. I just think Call of Duty's been on a downward spiral. I apologize for the abrupt cut off. my alarm for my lunch went off. Anyways, Call of Duty has not gotten better at all over the past few years. Battlefield has also had a bumpy history, of course. Battlefield 2042 wasn't the best. And also, I forgot to mention even Battlefield 5, honestly. I forgot about it. Battlefield 5, which I should have mentioned a lot. I literally mentioned, like, oh, the last matchup was a fucking Battlefield 1 and Infinite Warfare. I totally forgot Battlefield 5 exists. And Battlefield 5 is not my favorite. I played it a little bit, but it just wasn't good. It was after Battlefield 1, of course, but it was nowhere near as good. And I wasn't interested in it. But I can't believe I completely forgot that game. But point being, Call of Duty's quality's gone down. And yes, if you talk about the last two Battlefields, they haven't been perfect either. 5 and 2042 were not perfect. 2042 now, yes, it's great. It's good, actually. It's not great. It's not perfect, but it's good. But Call of Duty just has not gotten better. And for me, at least, I look at the recent Call of Duty games and I'm like, I just don't think Black Ops 7 is going to be any different. I don't think it's going to be any different from the last few disappointments, in my opinion. And people can glaze Call of Duty all they want, but I'm not going to tolerate the slop they've been giving us anymore. I'm not going to get Black Ops 7. I'm not going to buy it. I'll maybe play it through Game Pass, try it out at least. That's maybe it. Plus, the game is so goddamn big in storage. I probably wouldn't be able to have it in the first place. It's just so goddamn big. I'd prefer to have more games over just one big fucking giant one that takes up all my storage. They don't know how to compress their files at all, dude. They're so bad at it. I don't see Black Ops 7 breaking the cycle of recent Call of Duty games just being very mediocre and almost trash. I don't think Black Ops 6 is straight trash. It has a lot of issues, though, in my opinion. And there's a lot of things that drive me away from the game that make me not want to play it. And I just think a majority of the issues are going to follow forward into Black Ops 7. And people are like, oh, well, it's different. It's a different setting. I'm like, yeah, it's an entirely different game, barely. I mean, it's like they changed the ingredients a little bit, but they're still serving slop. And I could be wrong about Black Ops 7. Black Ops 7 could actually be great. But until I'm proven otherwise, I'm not going to believe that. I think I'll put my bet that Battlefield 6 is going to be better. But again, I could be wrong, okay? I'm not going to say Black Ops 7 and Call of Duty's cooked and stuff, because it's going to still sell a lot of money, even no matter what. But overall, I'm leaning on the Battlefield 6 side. All right, my hype is with Battlefield 6. I'm going to be buying Battlefield 6, and I'm going to be playing Battlefield 6. And I mean, nothing's really going to change my mind. I don't think there's anything. I don't care what they do at Black Ops 7. I'm just tired of Call of Duty. It's like, what was the word? What's the word? Fatigue. I have fatigue with Call of Duty, and I want it to get better, but I don't know if it ever will. At least not anytime soon. Activision isn't very good at listening to their player base whatsoever. So, honestly, who knows if Call of Duty Black Ops 7 will get better. But again, if I'm looking at the recent trends, the last few Call of Duties, just again, them being sloppy or mid or not that good, I don't think Black Ops 7 is going to break that trend. And I think it's going to continue, possibly. And honestly, one thing is people go like, oh, we're bringing back Black Ops 2 maps. Yeah, some of those maps were also in Black Ops Cold War. Your point? I mean, they can bring back all these maps over and over. And people will use that as a huge selling point. Like, I understand these maps are good. But if bringing back a bunch of old maps is your huge selling point for your game, that's not a good thing. I think some of the things that Call of Duty likes to make their selling points, like bringing back old maps, that's not really a good thing, you know? In my opinion, it shouldn't be your selling point. You should have a lot more to it. I don't think Black Ops 7 is going to be perfect. It could be good, at least. It could be better than Black Ops 6. It could be better than Modern Warfare 2 and 3 and Vanguard. But that's not saying a whole lot, because those games were not that great. Once again, though, I don't know. Right now, I'm leaning towards Battlefield. My mind could change, but I kind of doubt it. Honestly, there's like a 0.1% chance of it changing, to be honest. I don't think it's going to happen. Will I play the Black Ops 7 beta when it comes out? Maybe, probably. I don't think... I'll play the open beta, I think. Maybe. Honestly, I don't know. It's just, I have Call of Duty fatigue. I want it to get better. And all they do is add slop to the game add skins that don't fit, and make also just ugly ass skins, and also just many changes to this game that nobody likes. And also they make a lot of bad maps. A lot of their maps seem like they're made by AI at this point. Anyways, that's going to do it for today's video, I think. Once again, I'm leaning towards Battlefield, and nothing's really going to change that. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry if the audio again might sound a little different. I am outside today. Next video I make, which will be later today probably, or tomorrow, will be actually in my room. So don't worry, you don't have to hear birds and crows, you know, going on the background and shit. So again, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. And again, I apologize for my lack of content, but more content is coming very soon, I promise. But yeah, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you for watching once again, and have a great rest of your day.
I want to buy this.
Great. And as a bonus, I'll throw in What Dreams May Come with Robin Williams.
No, thank you.
No charge.
I do not want it.
But it's free, sir.
If that DVD even touches Roadhouse, I will kill you.